All right. What is up? And
God damn.
Great. Just whenever you're ready.
Let's do it.
What is up? And welcome back to another exciting episode of How to Invest in Commercial Real Estate.
What up?
Super exciting episode today. Brian, hit us with some updates. Hit us.
Updates?
Yeah. You got the newsletter right there, bro.
I've got
He's
one.
got to read to see
I can't read it. It's
I've
too
got
small.
I've got 1 page of the 8-page newsletter. You want to get right into this?
Yeah.
We don't have anything-
Hit us with some hot tips, man.
I've got some updates. We got college football this weekend, people.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
That
all
is true.
That's it's a great time of year. OSU's going to suck again. Mike Gundy's going to get fired.
Yeah.
That's a prophecy.
Yeah.
Those Venables.
Maybe.
Everybody's getting fired.
Another update. Last week, Jerome Powell made some comments that really let the market know that they think they're going to start some quantitative easing.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yep. So I think what we look up that. Go ahead, Brian.
Well, we looked up the chance of a rate cut, and we found a 90% chance in September and a 86% chance of another one in December.
Dude, I mean, that's big.
We got to assume those are 1/4 of a point, right?
Yeah, so Prime's at 7.5 now. So 7.25, maybe 7 by the end of the year.
Maybe 7 by the end of the year.
That
That'd
could
be
be
good.
huge. That could be huge. You're definitely going to see a big uptick in everything, I think, in that moment, because the idea is that, you know, the economy is going to keep getting better. Debt's going to be cheaper. I would think a lot of people are. Anyway, I think it's going to be great for everyone.
By the time this airs, we'll have a closing a week from today, right?
Yep.
You know, what do you guys think? You know, the market it's a weird thing that normally when the Fed starts quantitative easing, it's typically because of a soft economy and needing to help spur. But, you know, the stock market's at all-time highs.
It's the labor force. The jobs report came out, Pat.
Well, yeah, bad is relative, but yeah, it wasn't as strong on the new hires, but unemployment is still low. Mm-hmm. So it just is going to be interesting, you know, how this kind of plays out, because we are definitely due for a market correction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm surprised that the chances of this rate cut, and I know they've been talking about it, but I'm surprised that rates are going to get cut that much by the end of the year.
It's kind of amazing because it's almost like you're artificially keeping it out of something that is destined to happen, you know, some sort of market correction or recession. And you know, you can zoom out for a while. We've been going up for a long time. Even COVID wasn't really a correction.
It was a correction for a few months.
Yeah, very few months.
And I think a lot of people probably use that few months to just buy more, right? So it's been very interesting in that sense that, you know, you could arguably just let it pan out, keep interest rates where they are, and let what happens happen.
You know, I guess they did a pretty good job of the soft landing with the inflation pressure. So maybe they're just trying to say, hey, let's not wait until the market's cratered 20% to start this. Let's ease up a bit here and just see if we can keep it all stable. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not an economist. And I don't play one on TV, so we're just gonna have to see. But
I think a 1/4 point to 1/2 point or even a full point over the next 12 to 18 months, I don't think is a massive deal. I would start to be upset if it looks like COVID, where we just somehow end up at like a 3.5% prime, you know, in 6 months, asking ourselves
think
how that happened.
You're right on. It's probably a point over the next 12, 18 months, which is still keeps you at like 6.5. So I agree. As long as they take a very measured approach, we should be okay.
Yeah, and then the other thing, what was the bailout? Was it Intel bailout last week? Do you guys know anything about that?
It was Intel.
Wasn't a bailout, was it? I thot it was a little bit of a takeover.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know they were doing horribly in the government. Yeah, maybe it was a government takeover or something, or injecting money or something. I don't know. I didn't read all the details on it.
Well,
we'll save that for next time.
It hurt my NVIDIA stock, so.
Okay, well,
Brian's. It's all about Brian and his stocks.
Freaking NVIDIA. NVIDIA's a beast, man. I mean, $4.5 trillion market cap. you could be the janitor at NVIDIA, and your stock options are just worth freaking gold. It's the happiest janitorial team ever.
I mean, I would like to think that that janitor got any of that, but
anyway, I would like to think. Anyway, topic for today: future of retail real estate. Who's expanding in 2025? So I think retail is kind of this redheaded stepchild of commercial real estate, just because people see it and interact with it a lot. I think for the majority of the public, they don't interact with a lot of the other facets of commercial real estate. They're not living in an apartment. They don't buy raw land. They don't have massive industrial assets. So it's easy to just kind of speculate on retail real estate. You see store closures, I think, regularly. You always kind of do see store closures regularly, but at the exact same time, we've got a national retail occupancy that's been at the highest, like we're 96, 98% occupancy nationally, which is some of the highest occupancy we've seen. And I think today we're just wanted to get into all of the retailers that are thriving, expanding, and opening new locations in 2025, because there's a big list.
Yeah, and just to give you a feel for, let's see, retail store openings, first half of 2025, openings 6,565, closings 5,633. So about 1,000 more openings than closings.
about 20%.
Yeah,
20% more, which is good. Retail's not the redheaded stepchild, as Braden said. That would be office.
Oh yeah,
office is really hurting, and it's going to probably get worse before it gets better. But yeah, retail isn't multifamily. It's just inherently less stable than providing housing for a growing population. But like we're seeing is you're still seeing more stores open than close. That's going to put upward pressure on rents, and so that's good for guys like us.
Yeah, year over year rents increased 2% from the first half of this year versus last year.
Our rents went up a little better than that, I think.
Ours went up a little bit better than that.
Yeah, a lot more than that.
But we're specifically targeting, centers that have below market rents that we think we can push. So,
so let's get into some. Dollar General. Dollar General is planning 575 new openings in 2025.
In 2025. That's unbelievable.
So when I had this audacious goal that, hey, maybe one day we could close a deal a week. Do you guys remember when I said that?
Let's pause the show and get back to Joel's hopes and dreams.
Yeah. No. Well, just to put in perspective, so 575.
It's 10 a week.
That's 1.5 stores a day.
Yeah, that is just crazy amount. I mean, the amount of people and development partners and logistics that you have to employ to open a store and a half every single day, that is crazy.
Yeah, and Dollar, I don't quote me on this, but Dollar General either bought Dollar Tree or Dollar Tree bought Dollar General. I think it was the first one, right? Dollar General bought Dollar Tree. Anyway, they sold them. So now Dollar Tree is back and expanding again. I think they're trying to do like 100 new stores this year, which is equally just mind-blowing. It was always mind-blowing to me when you would see the Dollar General, Dollar Tree store combined.
Yeah, I know.
Wasn't it like a Dollar Tree Family Dollar?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so how do you decide which one to go into?
I have no idea. I don't even know.
Which one is my dollar worth more in?
Okay, and then other note on Dollar General, 5,000 projects underway, including remodels and relocations.
5,000 projects underway.
Mind-blowing. That's huge.
Just think. So they're opening 575, but 5,000 projects. They're already looking at 2026 and beyond. They're remodeling who knows how many.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Okay, another one. Five Below. 150 new store openings this year, expanding their presence to 1,858 stores nationwide.
Wow, and we've got one trying to go in our center down outside of New Orleans, right?
Yeah, in Slidell Village at North Shore. That is proving to be quite an expensive lease. Anyway, so kind of there's more here, but I think the sentiment is. We as property owners are every now and then going to come across a tenant that emails us and says they want to break their lease. In fact, it happened today. I checked my email this morning and some tenant's like, hey, due to blah, 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 with the side of blah, 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 blah. We need to break our lease. We'll offer this. And, we negotiate it out. But at the end of the day, it's kind of exciting because we believe most of the time we can get a new tenant back in at higher rental rates with better lease terms most of the time. So it's an easier place to negotiate from because it makes it less personal. It's like, hey, it is what it is. It either works or it doesn't work. We're going to find somebody who makes it work.
What do you guys think the average time is to release vacated retail space overall? I want to hear your guesses.
I'm going to just guess here. I'm going to say 6 months.
I'd say 90 days.
Joel's closer, 7.1 months.
Well, I get paid the big bucks, guys, on my shit. Any other questions I can beat Braden at? Go, tell me.
No, none. Trader Joe's with 21 new stores in 13 states and Washington, D.C., which is kind of interesting, including Seattle and Murfreesboro. I don't know why they felt the need to target out Murfreesboro, but they did.
That's outside of Nashville, yeah?
Yeah. Most of the population knows where Murfreesboro is. It's okay.
Maybe they don't.
Okay, this one is super interesting. Walmart, Target, Costco, these guys are retail behemoths. You would think they've got it all covered, but no. Between the three of them, 68 new stores combined in 2025. Target aims for 300 new stores over the next decade, which I just think is insane.
That's awesome.
Right? When you think of a city that's big enough to support a Target or even several Targets, it's typically a big city, right? So when you think about 300 of those new cities that are now big enough to substantiate a Target, I bet 90% of them are driving to Dallas for work.
Yeah,
that's funny. Okay, also in the retail behemoth section, Home Depot with 13 brand new stores.
Those things are huge.
Yeah, 2 of those are outside of the U.S., which I think is interesting. 11 inside the U.S. Sam's Club is remodeling 600 of their stores and adding 15 new locations annually. So Sam's Club is at over 1 new opening a month, which is kind of mind-blowing.
I thought they were kind of dying, the Sam's Clubs. Like you can get it all at a super Walmart. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not as much of it, though. Not as much of it. You need more mayonnaise.
Yeah. Oh, God. Did you just say that? I need none.
We have derailed.
Okay, moving on. I'm interested in Louis. Is that Louis? Am I reading that right? My eyes are terrible.
That's not Louis.
No Louis.
That's Louisa.
You're blind as a bat.
Yeah, I am. That's true. That's true. Could have been Love's gas station.
Yeah, what did you?
Possibility.
Are you talking about the local bar, Louis?
Yeah. Louis is opening up 400 stores next year.
Wow.
I didn't see no 400. I thought I saw them on the list.
I didn't see
Okay. Woo. Boot Barn. 60 new stores in 2025. So when you think about like Party City was a notable recent bankruptcy. There's a lot of Party Cities in your Target anchored shopping centers or your big box retail anchored centers. You're seeing Boot Barn go in a lot of those locations. You're seeing these expanding retailers. You're seeing Five Below. You're seeing Aldi, I know, is still expanding and somehow didn't make it on this list. You're seeing Burlington. Burlington is doing a ton of deals right now.
That's crazy.
You're
I thought they
seeing
were
Ollie's.
dying.
Yeah.
See?
I would have thought so too.
I know. I thought Ollie's was dead when, not Ollie's, Burlington.
Yeah.
Burlington was dying when I was just a wee little lad.
It's just Burlington now. It's Burlington Coat Factory, wasn't it?
Yeah,
At some point?
back in Nam.
Yeah.
Yeah, back when Brian was a boy.
Coat Factory. That's
where I got my coats. It is.
Decades ago.
I still have them.
They still fit.
Yeah. They're a little big on me now.
Okay. All right. What else?
Murphy USA. Tons of new gas stations going in.
40.
Yeah, that's a ton.
Yeah. That is
Apple opening 6 new stores this year. Apple's also doing that massive plant. Is that in Indiana or where's the plant? Do you remember?
Don't know.
Massive. It's like a $6 billion project. 60 billion. It's a massive number. We'll have to.
Braden just keeps bringing up stuff he doesn't know that much about. It's
Okay.
really interesting.
Aaron, make sure we have the information on where the Apple factory is going because it's huge. It's a massive investment in the US.
What's how much is Google spending in Oklahoma? $6 billion?
Yeah, the Pryor project. Oh, there Brian goes, just pulling big numbers. I don't know.
Pryor and Stillwater.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, home of the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
that went over in the Big 12 last year.
Yeah, we're gonna get fined.
Defending Bedlam champions.
That's not even fair. We can't even do anything.
Yeah,
It's just
we
forever
can't even
gonna
ever
say
get it
that.
back.
Well, okay, so here, okay, I've got another question for you guys. See, okay, with all this in mind, so retail investment, the first half of 2025 compared to 2024, up, down, percentages, up or down?
What
So-
specifically?
Joel needs more info.
Retail investment. So the amount of dollars going into retail
Okay,
for all these, all these new stores.
I would say it's up.
Okay,
I was gonna say up too, but now since Joel said up, a big part of me wants to say down. I'm not. Gonna
it's
lie.
up. So how much you think
Always
it's up?
go with what I say,
Percentage-wise.
Brian.
Percentage-wise, year over year, what do you think?
Year over year, up
20%.
That's a pretty good number. That's what.
We'll go with 21 or 19 then.
Oh, savage!
All right, we'll say up 18%.
Braden wins this one. 23%.
Okay.
That makes the total for the podcast, if you're counting, 1-1.
1-1.
And that's our time.
All right. Till next time, guys.
Yeah, we don't have to end right this second, but generally speaking, I know we talked about inflation last week and why, inflation's not a bad thing when you own assets like this. Now we're going over all these retailers that are still expanding and growing. I think we're still going to see a very healthy market for retail real estate, and as far as the investment goes and the rental growth goes for the foreseeable future, I see interest rates lowering in the next 12 to 18 months, helping that situation. I don't see how it would immediately hurt it. You may see some new construction eventually if rates get low enough, and that may cause a little dip. But I mean, generally speaking, I see the macroeconomics of retail commercial real estate fantastic.
We're going to keep buying.
Yeah.
Yep.
All righty, guys. Well, we will see you next week on how to invest in commercial real estate. Thanks.